Oh my goodness, it worked. Hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day. In front of us is an electronic spin scrubber. It is battery powered, and I'm looking forward to this product. And as we get it out of the box, top link in the description box right below the video will be this exciting electric battery powered scrubber where you guys can read more about it and pick it up yourself. Let's get it out of the box and we'll show you all the different attachments and all that good stuff. The good news is that my bathroom needs a scrub. Well, actually, that's good news that I have this. Bad news is it gets dirty. We got brushes and bristles and all sorts of good stuff here. Let's get this out. Okay, so first and foremost, we have our quick start guide, our user manual. We have a USB to USB Type-C recharging cable here for the scrubber. We have a small brush here, as we can see, more of a pointed one. Toilet bowls, sinks, a larger dome one here for, toilets, sinks, bathtubs again, showers. Then you got like a scrubby brush like this that has a little pad. So I guess you could like kind of Velcro, or not Velcro, but it sticks to this. So you can scrub it like that or remove that. And you have a bigger one here, as we can see. It does pull off. Yeah, it does, with more Velcro down there. So this pad, scratch that. This pad is 2 pads for this right here, and that's nice and soft right there if you have something a little bit more delicate. So then this one would be really nice for the showers. It's more flat, large surface compared to my hand, as you can see here. And then we have more harsh bristle scrubs, and those would also attach to the backing of this here. That's great for maybe an outdoor shower. I mean, you name it. You guys can scrub stuff up. Really nasty kitchen sink. Okay, now it does have a little loop here where you could hang it up. Coming over here, you have your extension pole right here. So a little push-up button extension pole. Reach the top of your shower if you are short. And then your secondary piece, obviously this is where you put on the brushes. And it doesn't really click, but you just kind of push it in there. You have your on and off button right here. You got your lock button for the secondary piece right here. That clicks in. That locks it or pulls it apart right there. This, of course, extends, as we see right there, for a nice long scrub brush, or shorten that up. On the back of it here, we lift up this little waterproof cover here, and that's where your USB Type-C recharging port is, right here on the bottom here. And the handle has a little bit of traction here, as we can see some ribs for your hand there. Okay, let's charge this up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the brush ready to roll here, so I'm going to show you my sink. Now, typically I don't have sinks that are this dirty, but we do have well water here, and I do use castor oil, so a lot of this is like just kind of like oily residue from the castor oil, washing my hands, etc. And then it does get really kind of like hard mineraled right here where you really have to scrub it. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to be using a little bit of Lysol bleach, toilet bowl cleaner, and then my toilet, which I got extra dirty for you. No, that's not what you think. That's just, again, that nastiness that does happen. And then we get a really nasty ring around the toilet with our well water as well. Not to mention my bathtub needs a little bit of a scrub too. Again, same thing. This would be kind of some residue from the Epsom salts. So I'm looking forward to ripping through this. I'm also going to be using a little bit more natural Castile soap for cleaning as well. And let's go ahead and begin. All right, we've put the toilet bowl cleaner in. We'll let that sit for about 10 minutes. But in the meantime, we've soaked this with Castile soap. And then I'm also going to go ahead and put my other brush head on for this. Maybe try this one first. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more Castile right here. And remember, it is detachable if you don't want to deal with the lower part, which is really convenient. Let's begin. Very nice already. Right here, just after a few seconds, getting that oily debris. Oh, that's beautiful. That was only on level 1 as well. Let me get you in a little tighter here. Look at right here. Let me shine a little bit of light on so we can see that. That's literally less than 30 seconds right through this area right here, getting that oily residue right there, looking absolutely fantastic. Again, that's just Castile soap, more of a natural soap in there. That is absolutely awesome. Okay, we're just on speed 1, and I might switch over my head to get a little bit more closer to the drain area there to get those minerals off there, but let's see what happens right here. That's where it's really, really bad. Look at that. just ripping through that oily residue of the castor oil. And again, I might have to get my other head out to get that crease in the sink. Let's crank it up to speed 2 for this area right up here. Absolutely phenomenal. Look at how foamy that brush head is just off of Castile soap. And again, what I did is I put Castile soap in here, wiped it all around there with my fingers, let it sit for maybe a minute or 2, put Castile soap on this, which you've already seen, and the results are absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and switch heads. I'm gonna get this one in here, obviously doing this head first because I'll be using this for the toilet before I do wash it. We'll put a little bit more Castile soap here. This head is really nice for around your drain. And again, that crevice, oh, that's beautiful. The crevices in my sink here. This would probably work phenomenal as well on your kitchen sink. And you might have to work, if you have well water, I might have to work a little bit of like maybe some calcium remover instead of Castile soap for the little edge around there. Again, that's with hard minerals where I live. But getting right up here in these creases, because it's kind of embarrassing. People come over and they're like, I don't know, Chris, like, you know, you have a beautiful bathroom, but you're not scrubbing it too well. Let's go ahead and pop down our top so we can get a little bit better. Actually, this is doing a really good job on that ring as well. I might not even need CLR. Oh my goodness, that did a really good job. All right, let me go ahead and pop this back up. Let's go ahead and rinse this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the final result. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, some products work good. This product works excellent. I am so stinking impressed with it, with just Castile soap with the 2 brush heads. Look at, there's absolutely no ring around the drain head. I mean, I know it's wet, so it's kind of glossy, but there's no minerals either over my black mat drain thing. Look at the crevices. There's no oily, nasty residue we just literally looked at. All the creases are beautiful. Oh man. Okay, sold for sure. Next up, toilet. And then I'm just assuming this bathtub area over here is going to do the same, but I'll just, you know, keep you updated about that one. If you do use Epsom salts, CBD bath bombs, etc., you do get that residue as well. Goodness gracious, I don't even think I need bleach for this. Castile soap would probably just be fine, but let's just go ahead and get this done. If this can get rid of my ring around the edge of my toilet and make it look brand new like my sink was just now, then this thing's worth its weight in gold. Typically, it's really hard. Some people even use light sandpaper on their toilets. It's already looking a lot better than what it just did, obviously. And what's nice about this head is it gets down in that crease. I might have to like flush the toilet so I can see a little bit better. All right, let's flush the toilet here. That was level 2 speed. So that's what I'm talking about this head getting all the way down in here. So let's go ahead and work that. Let me get some Castile soap. That works so well on the sink. And there is a trick you can do to take a bucket of water. And what you do is you take a bucket of water without flushing your toilet. And then you exit all the water so that I might be able to get to that ring a little bit better without, because I think the water line is right there. And I think it's kind of rinsing out the Castile soap. Regardless, the toilet already looks much, much better than it did 3-4 minutes ago. But this is what most people use the CLR trick for, is again, they dump the water, so all the water goes down below, and then you can work that. Let me try to do that before it fills back up. This is not coming off as easy, but again, this is very heavily stained more than the sink, in my personal opinion, because it's more water sitting in that line where the sink drains, and the water doesn't sit there. Regardless, look at how much better that looks after a few minutes. I'm actually gonna get the bigger scrubber brush out and see what we can do. Look at how much better it looks. But of course, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and work on that ring all the way around. Now, if I stayed on top of it, and I do need to get the scrub brush a little bit more in the back right there, as well a little bit on the side right here. Now that I can kind of see what I'm doing with the smaller one right here. Because the body of water sits right here, you got to stay on top of it, especially if you're on well water. When there's not well water sitting in there, my sink looks brand new. Alrighty, sports fans. We are looking so good right now. I don't need to do the CLR trick. The pad right here, again, you have 2 of these. They're a little bit more coarser, but I don't think they're going to scratch your toilet bowl, but definitely be careful Again, it's just more of a harder bristle brush. I don't think it's gonna scratch it. It's not like sandpaper or anything like that. I'm actually, just with Castile soap, I just poured it on the top of this. I'm actually getting this ring off on speed 2 with this brush head here. Let me go ahead and show you what we're looking at here. I've already worked, look at the ring right here. It's gone. Now let's go ahead and get this part right here. This is absolutely phenomenal. I'm applying maybe medium pressure. Again, I'm not jamming it too hard. And if you jam it too hard, the motor will actually stop and it will blink red on you. So don't put too much pressure on the motor. I might have to get a little bit more Castile soap on there, foam it up a little bit more. My parents live nearby and they're also on well water. So this is gonna be a gift. Not this particular one, but I'm gonna get another one for them. Because my mom actually uses light sandpaper on it. And this is getting it completely off with this pad right here. All right, let me put a little bit more Castile soap. This is doing this is doing a fantastic job. Again, sometimes some products are good. This one is great because this has been an embarrassment when people come over. Not to mention I'm using just natural Castile soap. I'm not putting harsh chemicals of CLR inside my toilet. I'm not smelling those chemicals. I'm not accidentally getting it on my hand. And so I don't think I'm gonna use toilet bleach anymore either. I'm literally just gonna use Castile soap in this machine. Castile soap, I've been using Castile soap on my hand soap. I've been using it for everything. Body wash. You can get Dr. Bonner's, or I use Dr. Bonner's as well, but then I just switched over to Sprouts grocery store. Has Castile soap and it's a little bit cheaper. And don't forget about your attachment either if you're doing this on your shower. I'm glad I remembered this attachment head. And this is getting any lines that you have where they kind of just look like dirty water lines coming down where the water flows out of on the edges of your toilet. Now I recommend after you do a deep clean like this, stay up to date with it. Do this every couple weeks so it doesn't get this bad. Oh my goodness, it worked. Ladies and gentlemen, the hard water stain is gone. My toilet looks brand new. I had nasty water lines coming up through this area here, going down as well. Not to mention that nasty line we just saw literally. Oh, I love it. Off camera, I did this edge of my freestanding tub. It gets residue, oil, Epsom salt residue, bath bomb residue, castor oil residue. Obviously, I rinsed this off before I did put it in here. Ladies and gentlemen, that's such a huge thumbs up in my book. Goodness gracious. When a product works and I'm this excited about it, these are my true honest opinions. This is absolutely fantastic. If you need to save your back, use your wand. Ladies and gentlemen, top link in the description box below is going to be this. Highly, highly recommended. This is something I've put off for quite a while, and I'm glad I took the extra 15 minutes for everything. Toilet, sink, putting it all together, preparation, rinsing off, even my freestanding tub. Now I feel confident bringing guests in my bathroom. Once again, top link in the description box below, but please, like all my videos, please don't go into debt for anything I do make a video about, but if you do have the cash and it does intrigue you, please go ahead and purchase on away. If you are wondering, I didn't run out of battery, I didn't have to recharge it. Please subscribe to the channel, thumbs that video up if you wouldn't mind, helps out my channel. My name's Chris, we'll see you on the next video. Take care for now, and God bless you.